Hello, my name is Irene Marquez and I am taking class management 110 with lab sections on Fridays at 9 a.m. For this presentation, my career goal in mind is a combination of both veterinary medicine and accounting. A specific title that I have found interesting is called Veterinary Business Manager. Now the main skill that I seek to improve on for this career goal is decision making, which had a 39-point gap on my ILIAD scores and definitely needs improvement. Some specific actions that I could take in order to improve my decision-making skills will be to practice gathering information that is relevant to a problem at hand, and then evaluate the data that I collect to create alternatives. To do this, I can look into scenarios or problems that other businesses have found themselves in, and evaluate what alternatives they created, as well as what resources they used to gather their information that I could use to hopefully gather my own. I can also practice decision-making by collecting my own data and attempting to establish my own possible solutions to their problem. As Chapter 3 of our textbook explains, I will be practicing my own rational choice decision making by first identifying possible alternatives and their various outcomes. This leads into the next step of decision making, which involves actually selecting a choice after I have already weighed the probability of its likely outcomes to the expected satisfaction the option would bring. I could compare what my decision would be to that of what the company actually did and how it worked out for them and what my choice could have done to help them possibly better or worse. Now, the ILIAD test results includes both evaluation of consequences and consideration for customers as behaviors that tie into decision making. As an accountant in a field that directly serves a clientele, it will be especially important to incorporate these behaviors and apply ethical decision making into the process of choosing between any alternatives and making my decisions. I believe that this exercise will benefit my progress with decision making because I will be practicing with real life scenarios and have to develop a method or process for how I gather, analyze, and organize information. I can attempt to add concepts from our lessons, such as the prospect theory, to base my own decisions on, or find another method that better suits the type of choices that I want to make and that I wish to do while working in a field that is more geared towards helping animals. With this experience that I gained from practicing, I hope to better understand my own decision-making process and make myself more efficient and level-headed when facing situations that require action. It is said that it takes roughly 2 months to form a habit. Therefore, I wish to practice at least 2 months in order to make the process a regular tendency of mine. I also plan to incorporate such decision-making skills not just into my career goals, but into my everyday life decisions as well. Overall, I plan to establish and build decision-making skills into my arsenal of strategies and tendencies for work, and plan to achieve doing so by practicing the methods discussed both in lecture as well as those recommended on websites such as WiseStep and Forbes. Hopefully 2 months is enough time to become more efficient and effective in making choices regarding the workplace. If not, I'll take whatever time necessary that I need to make the process second nature. So thank you for your time.